today. I'm Nick Savini. Jade Ward was murdered by her estranged husband. Her family now force a change in the law to strip him and others like him of their parental rights.
We wanted to know, how the boys were doing in school and this and that. And it's like, how dare you? How dare you, after you've done that to your children's mum?
Tonight, a special report from Sarah Easdale, who's been following the family's campaign over the past 2 years. Also on the programme.
Help is offered to 500 people laid off by a company that makes PVC windows and doors in the Rhondda. But the collapse of this company has left many workers stunned by what's happened here.
It's a cliche expression, but to have the rug pulled from under your feet, it's going to be a shock, and I don't think it's hit people as of yet.
Welcome to the Royal Highnesses!
Quite a welcome for the Prince and Princess of Wales meeting members of the Windrush generation and their descendants in Cardiff. And from unlocking defences at Wrexham to locking people up, star striker Rosie Hughes tells us why she is not giving up the day job as a prison officer. Good evening. It was a shocking murder. Jade Ward, a 27-year-old mother of four, was stabbed and strangled by her estranged husband in Flintshire. Russell Marsh was jailed for life, but under the law still has parental rights, even contacting Jade's parents about school reports and photographs. They were horrified and began a campaign to automatically strip him and others like him of those rights, and today it was confirmed it will become law. Jade's mother says she is proud that it will become a lasting legacy for her daughter. Sarah Easdale has been following their story over the past 2 years and has this report.
It's been a long journey for Jade Ward's family. This was June last year when we travelled with them to London as they took their campaign to Westminster. They went on to gather more than 130,000 signatures on a petition, people who agreed it was unfair that the onus was on families to apply to get parental rights removed from killers.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
18 months on, they now know that what they've been calling for will happen. A lot to take in.
Yeah, come out of the blue, because we really expected, for them to turn it down, which they done in July. So having the phone call yesterday, it's like all of our hard work, our campaigning, blood, sweat and tears kind of thing. All done for our girl.
Jade was killed by Russell Marsh in August 2021, a week after she ended their relationship, with the 4 children sleeping in the house. Marsh is serving a life sentence, but neither being in prison nor being responsible for murdering their mother stopped him from trying to find things out about the children. And as the law stands, he would need to be consulted on decisions affecting them, such as health, education and travel.
We wanted to know, how the boys were doing in school and this and that. And it's like, how dare you? How dare you, after you've done that to your children's mum? And we just had to do something to make sure that no family, because it's horrific.
But now killers like Marsh will automatically be stripped of those rights and responsibilities. Justice Minister Alex Chalk told the Conservative conference the Jades Law campaign exposed an injustice in the system.
We will enact Jades Law, named after Jade Ward, who was tragically murdered by her husband and whose children and their grandparents are now subject to attempts to exert control by the perpetrator from behind bars. No family should have to go through this. And thanks to their efforts, we will protect children and families by making their law a reality.
It's not very far from here that Jade Ward was brutally murdered 2 years ago, and this memorial is somewhere that her friends and family sometimes come to remember her. And now that that very intense campaign for Jade's Law is over, they know that they'll have to confront what happened to her all over again.
We haven't grieved really properly.
No, we haven't grieved. And that's scary.
We haven't grieved properly.
Really scary.
And we haven't laid her to rest yet. And now
But now
We can lay her to rest and we can try and get some normality back and move on, but, you know, she's very, very missed.
oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
Jade's mum says her daughter was a beautiful soul whose life was cruelly cut short, but she now hopes her law will be her legacy.
Sarah Easdale reporting that.